talofa, haere mai, tēnā koutou, nā mai. G'day mate. Hope we're all doing well. I'm having a great time on holiday here at the Coromandel. Now I have had hundreds of thousands of people write into me and say, Davo, you need to show us, well maybe not 100,000, maybe one or two, but they asked me, Davo, you need to show us how to use your bread maker and bake a nice white loaf of bread. So, my friends, without further ado, let us get started. I will put my cooking glasses on, bear with me, so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, my friends, now for our bread making tuition, we need to have a bread maker. Now I've got one here from Kmart, cost me $95, and it's a good bread maker. The top fell off one time, I dropped it on the ground, top broke off, and that just shows how hardy these bread makers are, because it still works perfectly. Now I've set it to menu number 1, which is a basic loaf of white bread, and I've set it for 650 gram loaf and for a medium crust. Now what do you need for ingredients to make bread? Let me show you. You need 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of bread maker's yeast. I went to Countdown. I got this stuff here, bread maker's yeast. It's really good stuff. You need 3 1/3 cups of high grade flour, and you also need 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil, and you need 1 1/3 cups of lukewarm water, just above room temperature. Okay, so what do we do to make bread? Well, it's very easy. First of all, we put in the lukewarm water. Now we need 1 1/3 cups. I usually go for around about 1 1/2 cups. Here we go. So, 1, water going everywhere. There we go, chuck it in. 1 1/2. That'll do. Now, next you need to put the oil in. Put the wet ingredients on the bottom. There we go. Now, all you need to do is put the flour in next. Let's hope I get it all in. Just like that. Now, you need to put the, I'm going to put the sugar here, the salt here, and the yeast over here. Try to keep them separate. Be back in a second. Okay, my friends, that's all in. I've got the sugar there, the salt there, and the yeast in that corner. It's going to take 3 hours altogether. First hour is for mixing, second hour is for resting, and third hour is for cooking. So I'm going to turn it on. Don't have to have the lid on at the beginning, but I might put it on in about 5 minutes. Just want to show you how it looks. So I'm going to push the button, start button, and here we go. Gonna let you watch for a little while, watch it mix up, let all the ingredients marry together and feel the love. What more do you want? Homemade bread. I mean, my friends, you buy a loaf of bread for what, $1.40, $1.50 now for the cheap loaf, but you can make a loaf of bread for around about 30 cents. If you get a 2 kilo packet of high grade flour, that's about what, $2, $2.50, and that's going to make probably around about 7-8 loaves of bread. And and you know, a bit of sugar, vegetable oil, you live in the dream. And it works out to be a lot cheaper than buying bread, and it's more tasty. Here we go, I'm going to have a look here. It's mixing up. Now, when it's been mixing for about 20-30 minutes, there will be a beat happening. Now, when that beat happens, my friends, I'm going to get some pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds and throw them in, so my white bread will be a beautiful, crusty sesame seed, pumpkin seed, white loaf. And tomorrow I'm going to wake up in the morning, I'm going to toast my fresh bread, and I'm going to have a beautiful bacon and egg sandwich and make the egg half runny and make a beautiful sandwich with my fresh bread. And the sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds are really healthy. So that's just mixing now, and it's looking good. We'll come back in about 5 minutes and have another look. There we go, folks, that's been around about 5 minutes now. It's kneading away. It's going to stop and start and knead away for about 1 hour. Maybe about half an hour it's going to beep, and I'm going to throw these pumpkin seeds in and sesame seeds here. It's going to give it an amazing nutty flavour when it's baked. So I'll keep going and show you what it's like when I put the seeds in. And still mixing. I thought I'd just leave the video on for a couple of minutes so you can watch it. It's really satisfying making your own bread, and there's nothing like hot bread with some butter on it, some tomato and ham or peanut butter. So it does a great job. All you do is you just push the button and away you go. 3 hours later you got hot bread. I usually wait for it to go cold, and then I cut it up and toast it and make a beautiful baked bean and egg toasted sandwich, a sandwich out of it. It's really nice. Now you got to make sure that your water is warm enough, not hot, not cold, a little bit above lukewarm. Because if you put it in lukewarm into the bottom, it's going to cool down a little bit because of the pan here. It's going to take the heat out of it, so you need it just a little bit above lukewarm. You don't have to stress about it too much. So look at that, beautiful. It smells kind of yeasty. You can smell the yeast working away with the salt and the sugar. Alright, back in a little while. Okay folks, that all important buzzer has gone off, so here we go. I'm going to lift off the lid. Going to put my beautiful pumpkin and sunflower seeds in and let them live the dream. Oh, there we go. Chuck them in. Let's have a little watch for a while. Just going to mix them up. I might tilt the bread maker maybe a little bit. Get it over that side. Mix it up. You don't really need to tilt it. It'll do it itself, but I thought I'll give it a hand. There you go. Going to mix up those beautiful pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. It's so relaxing watching bread being made. Fills up the whole home with a beautiful, homely, comfy aroma. You know, like on a cold winter, you make some bread. Fills up the whole house, the lovely bready smell. Oh, it's looking pretty good so far, my friends. Give it a go. Go to Kmart, buy a cheap as Kmart bread maker, $99. Fell off onto the ground and broke the lid, but I didn't get my knickers in a twist, you know. And the bread maker carried on working perfectly fine. Just shows how very tough they are. Good old China, eh? Finally they're making things last nowadays. Okay, it's looking good. Alright, well, it's mixing up, and we'll come back in a little time and see how it's going. Well, I'm just going to let you watch the mixing action happening here for a few minutes. So if you don't want to watch it, you can fast forward the video, but it's quite therapeutic watching bread mix by the bread maker. My motorhome's on a bit of an angle going down that way, so I might just tilt it up so it gets that bit in the corner there. Ugh. Right, move over. There we go. Grab that bit over there. And that's it. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry. Yummo. Now if you've made your own bread at home and it's turned out really good and you've got some good recipes, let me know. Let me know what you put in it. Some people put chocolate in it and sultanas and almonds and all the rest of it. Okay, well, we'll come back in a little bit. Okay, well, our bread maker is doing really well, my friends, and now it's at the stage of resting. It's going to be resting for around about 1 hour, and then the last hour will be the cooking period of 1 hour. So we'll just let it rest for 1 hour. Okay, well, I'm going to take the lid off now. And it is beautifully rested. It's around about 5 or 10 minutes until the baking mode, but it's looking really good. Really looking forward to it. Okay, well, here we go. We've got 1 hour to go. The element on the bottom has just turned on and we've got 1 hour to go. Let's have a look. Wow, look at that. It's risen quite a bit and we've got 1 hour to go for it to rise up. The bread is living the dream. Okay, it is baking now for 1 hour, and it is very, very important that you do not take the lid off for the last hour. The last hour will be keeping the heat in, and I'll try and get my video going here. And it's important that you keep the lid on and it will rise up and it will bake evenly. It's looking really good at the moment. Back in a minute. Okay, we have got half an hour to go. It's quite up close to the top, but we've got half an hour to go until the baking has finished. Okay, my beautiful friends, it's all done now. The moment of the truth. Let's lift up the lid and oh, it's hot. Oh, truth. And there we go. We have the beautiful homemade pumpkin seed and sesame seed white loaf. Now I'm going to get my towel here, over here, and let's bring it out of the bread maker. Oh, yummo. Oh, it's pretty hot. Okay. Now we're going to try one-handed to get it out of the cooker here, the basket. Ready? There we go. Oh, right. Wow. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. Beautiful. Oh, it's hot. Burning my fingers. Alright, I'm going to give it about 5 minutes to cool down. Well, here we go. Cool down after 5 minutes. Absolutely looking delicious. Yum oh. So I'm just going to cut it now. Cut it in half and let's have a look what is inside. Right, I'm going to get my trusty sharp knife and let's give it a go. Nothing like hot, fresh bread. What more do you want? Crusty, fresh bread. Cut it that way, turn it around and cut it this way. I'm absolutely hungry and looking forward to my beautiful feed. Right, let's have a look inside. Here we go. Wow, look at that. That's looking good, beautiful. Got the paddle here for the mixes of the bread. Let's just take it out. There you go. Try and focus here. My camera's not working, but that good, but we'll try. So there you go. Beautiful, fresh, fluffy bread. Pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, white bread. So I'm going to cut it up and I'm going to make some beautiful bacon and egg toasted sandwiches out of it. It's looking really good. Alright. Okay, my friends, well, that's how you make a beautiful homemade bread, and give it a go, and I'm sure that you will be pleased. Catch you later.